For the fourth year running, the Mediterranean diet ranking atop U.S. News and World Report's list for best diet overall.
The Mediterranean diet is our long-reigning champion. This diet is healthy, it's nutritious. In addition to snagging the top spot overall, it landed at the top of many other lists, including the easiest diets to follow. And that's because it really just isn't complicated. You're eating food that tastes really good, you'll be full, and you don't have to cut out any major food groups.
If you're after weight loss or looking for the diet best suited to help with diabetes.
You see these meals behind me? Now, how much do they make your mouth water? Now, these are all dishes from the heart-healthy Mediterranean diet. And today, you're going to learn how to make them in record time because the queen of the kitchen is here. And the reason I love the Mediterranean diet is not just because of the taste. I love the fact that it lowers the risk of heart disease.
That's right.
I love the fact that it helps your brain function. And because of all that, you live longer.
That's right.
You get to be 84 and look beautiful and have everything intact and your heart's
be
healthy.
able to have a conversation. Exactly. You have a lower rate of dementia if you eat diets like these.
I still love when my parents give me a hard time. It means they got it. They're sharp.
That's right.
stuff.
That's right. I'm afraid of my mom when she's 84.
Maybe you've heard of the Mediterranean diet. Maybe you've thought, that sounds nice. Wine, olive oil, pasta, sounds delicious. But I'm interested in losing weight. I need something more hardcore. I need something that will work. And if that's you, if that's your thinking about the Mediterranean diet, then I'm here to tell you that you have got it all wrong. If you're new to my channel, I'm a family doctor and a coach, and one of the topics I write about and talk about a lot is weight loss in general and the Mediterranean diet in particular. So let's get right into it. I am a huge fan of the Mediterranean diet because of several reasons. For one thing, it's an ancient traditional diet that has been used in actual populations for a long time, with clear benefit to those populations. But it has also held up to a lot of modern scientific scrutiny. Plus, and this is probably my favorite thing about the Mediterranean diet, it is a pleasurable way to eat, and that means it's sustainable. It's the opposite of a fad diet. It's tried and true, and you could adopt it for the rest of your life and be healthy and happy and enjoy your food because of it. There's research to back all of this up. I won't go into the details, and trust me, there's a huge body of research on this diet. But overall, research has shown that the Mediterranean diet is associated with a reduced obesity risk, lower BMI, and lower central fat distribution. Not to mention that there's a lot of strong research to show that the Mediterranean diet reduces the risk of heart disease and diabetes, improving longevity. Okay, so that is why I love the Mediterranean diet in general, but let's get specific and talk about the ways a Mediterranean diet can help you lose weight. In the Mediterranean diet, there is a very high vegetable intake, and that's something that has an extremely favorable effect on weight. There's research to show that Mediterranean-style diets have a beneficial effect on weight loss, and many researchers believe that this effect is due to the focus on plant-based foods that provide a lot of fiber and a lower glycemic load. Now, in case you don't know what I mean by that, I'm going to be talking about glycemic load and glycemic index in a minute, so stay with me. Anyway, vegetables are great because they average around 90% water. All that likely increases the volume of food without adding calories, which helps you feel fuller. Beans and legumes feature prominently in a Mediterranean diet, and this is something else that likely helps with weight loss. You need both soluble and insoluble fiber to lose weight, and no food has more of these than beans. In your stomach, soluble fiber dissolves in liquid, forming a sort of a gel. In your gut, this gel expands and makes you feel fuller. Insoluble fiber, on the other hand, adds bulk to your digestive system and also works together with soluble fiber to make you feel more full. The Mediterranean diet includes grains, and you might be thinking, I can't lose weight if I'm eating grains, if I'm eating bread, pasta, and carbs, but the Mediterranean diet is all about carb quality. The grains you consume in a Mediterranean diet are whole grains for the most part, and those are the grains that have a nice low glycemic index. Now, glycemic index, or GI, is a subject worthy of its own video, but in a nutshell, the higher the GI of a given food, the quicker your blood sugar spikes after consuming that food, which is something you don't want. So for weight loss, you want low GI foods, foods that take a long time to break down and digest and give a nice, steady blood sugar release. So the whole grains that are a part of the Mediterranean diet, ancient grains like farro and bulgur and oats, these are low GI and help with weight loss. Even pasta, which has a place in the Mediterranean diet, of course, is traditionally cooked al dente, which carries a lower GI than overcooked mushy pasta that's really no good for anyone and also tastes terrible. The Mediterranean diet contains fat, quite a lot of fat actually, but these are healthy fats, mostly in the form of olive oil, nuts, seeds, fish, and seafood. And there's a corresponding low consumption of processed foods. So when you get a lot of protein and healthy fats in your diet, that's a very good thing for satiety, or in other words, keeping you feeling full longer. Olive oil in particular plays a role in weight loss on the Mediterranean diet. Olive oil contains much more healthy monounsaturated fat than other common oils or foods, and studies have shown that consuming olive oil instead of foods high in saturated fat increases your resting metabolism, so you actually burn more calories even when you're sleeping or sitting around. And all that fish and shellfish that features so heavily in the Mediterranean diet, full of protein and heart-healthy omega-3s, that also seems to raise your metabolism. One study demonstrated that eating fish at least twice a week could increase your metabolism by as much as 400 calories a day and prevent expansion of fat cells, especially belly fat. Sounds pretty good, right? So to recap, the Mediterranean diet helps you lose weight because of its high vegetable intake and high amounts of fiber, especially through beans and legumes, whole grains and high quality carbs that carry a low glycemic index, and lots of healthy fats in the form of olive oil, nuts, and seafood.